In a consultation with my peak performance coach, Camille Rose Soler, I told her that the two emotions that pretty much guide every decision in my life are guilt and anxiety. And guess what she said to me? If this is your first time here, my name is Trevor, Hollywood editor turned full-time realtor and YouTuber. On this channel, I teach real estate agents and other entrepreneurs to grow their businesses using video. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button right down there and smash the bell so you don't miss out on future content. Camille told me that guilt is living in the past and anxiety is worrying about the future, two things we have pretty much no control over. So my first tip to help you set goals you can actually accomplish is to focus on now. Focus on what you can actually do today. My second tip is to take full responsibility for yourself and for your situation. Don't blame your mom or dad, the economy, the market, the president, your gender, your race. As soon as you accept full responsibility for your life, that's when the magic begins to happen. Stop making excuses. I understand that, you were stopped at a red light and somebody rear-ended you. That was that guy's fault. And yeah, you can see it that way, but you were driving on the road at that time in your car in front of that guy, so technically it was your responsibility too. But more importantly, what are you going to do about it? You have full control of your life, and when you start to believe that, you can control and change everything. Third, you want to identify what you actually really want. You might think, Trevor, I want a new car. I want a brand new BMW M5. Well, the trick is to ask yourself why you want that and then go down 7 levels. Now, this is an exercise that Camille taught me as well to help you get down to really the root of what your real desires are. So let's say you do want a car. So why do you want the car? Well, I want a car so I can look impressive to my clients and they'll think I'm successful. So why do you want your clients to think you're successful? Well, so they'll be more likely to do business with me because, I'm a successful agent. Well, why do you want to do business? Well, I want to do business so that I can make more money, and go down all 7 levels. And by the time you get to number 7, chances are you're going to hit an emotional chord. I cry pretty much every time I do an exercise like this, or anytime I get on the phone with Camille for a consult, I pretty much cry. But this will get you there. What is it you really want? Is it the car you want? Or maybe you get down to that 7th level and it's like, well, actually I want more money so I have freedom and time to spend with my kids, to be there for their games and their practices and their band performances like my mom was or like my mom wasn't, or whatever the case may be for you. But you're probably going to find that what you want on the surface isn't what you truly want. So get down to what you really, really want, and it's going to strike an emotional chord. And once you can attach your goals to an emotion, it's going to be way easier to achieve them. I want you to stop the video right now and do that exercise. Decide what you want and go down 7 levels and ask yourself why you want each one of those things. And then tell me in the comments below if you've got the guts, if you cried when you got to that level 7 issue. Now that you know what you really, truly want in your heart of hearts and you've got an emotion attached to that, the next step in the process is to choose your theme word for the year. Again, I got this from Camille. She has a video about it right up there. You're going to want to check out after this one. What is the one thing that you want to accomplish or become at the end of the year that if you achieve that, you'll feel like this year has been a success? For example, for me, for this year, my word is freedom. Freedom from what? Well, it's freedom from a lot of different things. It can be freedom from debt. I want to be 100% debt free. Freedom from worry and anxiety, that guilt and anxiety I mentioned at the beginning of this video. Freedom from craving for junk food and giving into that. So any decision I make is like, hey, is this bringing me more freedom or is this bringing me more into bondage in various different areas of my life? The word you choose is completely up to you, but you can use it as a guide to make every significant decision for your life going forward. Step number 5 is to set, bad on the back, a tangible goal. I've been to the seminars, I've read the books, I've watched the videos, I know about affirmations and The Secret and all that positive, hippy dippy stuff, and I believe it works and I believe it's great. But one thing a lot of those videos and books and seminars miss is that you have to take action. You have to do something. To take action, you have to have a tangible goal. What do I mean by a tangible goal? Well, you could say that I want to lose weight, or I want to make a lot of money, or I want to buy a car, or I want to get in shape. Those are all super, super vague. What you want is a goal that is A, actually achievable, B, specific, C, measurable and trackable, and D, has a date, a finish line. When are you going to achieve this goal? Now that's a goal you can work toward. Better goals than the ones I mentioned a second ago are to lose 25 pounds by June 15, or to earn $200,000 by December 31, or to buy a BMW M5 by September 15th, 2021. There are several areas where you can set goals in your life. For example, you could set spiritual goals, educational goals, financial goals, fitness goals, relationship goals, career goals, just to name a few. And those are all great categories, and we should seek to improve ourselves in all of those areas. However, my advice is that you focus on one thing at a time. If you set goals in all of those areas at once and try to work on all of them every day, the odds of you failing are massively huge. In fact, most people, when they set New Year's resolutions, they've bailed by like the beginning of February. It's far better to set one big goal that if you achieve that one goal over the next 12 months, it's going to really knock over a bunch of the other goals and help you achieve a lot of things all at once. I learned that from my real estate mentor, Joshua Smith. I don't know what that goal is for you. Maybe you need to lose 50 pounds so that you've got the energy and drive to complete other things in your life. Maybe your goal is financial. Maybe you're stressed about not being able to pay your bills and having inconsistent income, and that if you had X number of dollars in the bank by X date, then you would feel more peace and be more available for your family. So I want you to stop and think about that one goal, that if you achieved it over the next 12 months, it would impact almost every area of your life. Think about that right now. Stop and write it down. If you have the guts, go ahead and share it in the comments below. Step number 6 is you need to create a new habit. At the end of your life, you are the sum of your habits. Whether you die young because of smoking, drinking, drug use, and overeating, or you have a long, healthy, and fulfilling life because of better choices. In fact, my wife's sister, Lisa, died in her late 40s because she smoked. She smoked a lot from the time she was a teenager, and this says, hey Lisa, we're gonna give you a lung transplant, but you gotta stop smoking first. She couldn't stop smoking, and as a result of it, she died young. Her habits literally led her to an early grave. What are your habits going to do for you? Well, you need to create a new habit, one habit at a time, based on that big goal you set in a prior step. There are literally hundreds of things you need to do to hit that goal we identified previously, but there's one thing that'll have the biggest impact on you reaching that goal. And you probably know what that is. If you're a real estate agent, it probably has to do with lead generation or lead follow-up, because most of us are pretty terrible at those things, and those are the things that give us business. So what happens to us in real estate? Well, a lot of times we'll get a few houses in escrow and start working on those homes and forget about generating new business. Those homes close and suddenly you have no business. You forgot during that 1 or 2 month period to continue lead generation or lead follow-up. So maybe the one thing that you need to create as a new habit is 2 hours of prospecting or 2 hours of lead follow-up every day. There's a good chance you already know what that is for you, and it can take on any form. For lead generation, it could be cold calling, it could be door knocking, could be calling expireds or for sale by owners, could be sitting in open house 5 days a week, could be anything. For lead follow-up, maybe it's calling the leads you already have in your database, or visiting 10 people a day, or spending 2 hours a day reaching out to people with, say, I don't know, video. You got a bunch of names in your database, follow up with, 10 or 20 of them every day. Maybe you send them a personal video text message, or send them a video on Facebook Messenger, or a direct message on Instagram. Maybe you do Instagram stories, or Facebook Live, or YouTube Live. The options are unlimited, and most people aren't taking advantage of the technology we have available to make it so it's a little better than what people did in the 1950s. But dude, we got video. Once you've identified that one thing that's going to have the biggest impact on your business or on reaching your goal, you need to do it every day, at least 5 days a week, until it becomes a habit. Now, a lot of people say, it takes 21 days to form a habit. Well, that's kind of a myth. Some things take less time, some things take way more time. You'll know when, after doing it every day, at least 5 days a week, after a month or 2 or 3 or 4 months, if it becomes a habit. Once it's an ingrained habit, then and only then should you work on developing your next habit. Go through this whole process again and figure out what your next daily habit's going to be once you master that one thing. I know I said it should be just one habit at a time. You can have maybe 2 or 3 total habits if the other 1 or 2 habits are kind of minor habits. For me, one of my goals is a fitness goal, and a simple habit that I am working on right now is drinking a gallon of water a day. I'm already going to the gym every day. That's already a great habit that I've had over a long time, thank goodness, but I'm terrible at getting water down. So that's a simple secondary habit for me. You can do one like that for yourself too if you want. The 7th step in this process is to track your daily habit. Remember, it's probably going to be 1, maybe 2 or 3 daily habits at the most. Make a spreadsheet, use Google Docs, use your phone, use a piece of paper, whatever, but just track it so you check it off every time you do it. What gets measured changes and improves. Side note, discipline is a muscle and it gets weaker and weaker as the day goes on. So I highly suggest that whatever your new habit is, you do it first thing in the morning when your self-discipline is the strongest. Tip number 8 is to get a coach. I have coaches in several areas of my life. I've got Greg, my CrossFit coach, totally changed the way I work out. I have Josh Smith, changed my life with his real estate coaching and mentoring and additional help that guy's given me besides that. My editing background is from Hollywood, but to get my YouTube game up, I've coached with Tim Schmoyer and I'm currently coaching with Sunny Lenarduzzi. I'm always leveling up. I'm always trying to learn more. If you're not learning and growing, you are dying. And Camille Rose Soler is my peak performance coach who helps me get my mind in the right place and helps me achieve my maximum potential. Should you get a coach? Probably. It's a way to leapfrog the competition and to take years off the learning curve so you can grow your business and grow yourself personally much faster than you could trying to figure it out on your own. If you're looking for a video coach, someone that's going to help you grow your real estate business with video, I'd love to help you there. I've got a free webinar at videosecretswebinar.com. Check it out right now. There's a link for it below. I also have links for all of the coaches that I've mentioned here if you're looking for the coaching that they have to offer, and I highly recommend all 5 of the people that I mentioned. If you got anything out of this video, please go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. I cannot wait to see you crush your goals this year.